Hello, and welcome back to the English Danny channel. If you like this video, please consider subscribing by pressing the subscribe button. Also, if you want future updates, please press the bell icon. Thank you. Today's lesson is about 10 common English phrases that you can use while traveling. Remember, it's important to use excuse me before most of these phrases. Number 10 is, what do you mean? What do you mean? This phrase is used when you don't understand something that someone has said. It is used to ask for clarification. For example, how long will you stay? If you don't understand the meaning, you can say, what do you mean? And the speaker will restate and try to clarify what they said. Maybe something like, how long will you stay at this hotel? Number 9, how much does it cost? When traveling in a foreign country, it's important to ask how much you need to pay for a product or service before you agree to buy the product or service. For example, how much does this cost? How much does it cost? Refers to one product or service. How much do these cost? Refers to more than one product or service. So always ask, how much does it cost? Number 8, where's the bathroom? I think you'll agree that this is quite an important phrase to know. And depending on which country you're in, bathroom may be referred to in different ways. In some countries it could be called the toilet, or the loo, or the lavatory, or the WC, which is water closet. For example, where's the toilet? Where's the loo? Where's the lavatory? But where's the bathroom is the most common and most easily understood phrase for asking, where's the bathroom? Number 7, excuse me, what's the Wi-Fi password? When traveling in a foreign country, you may not have access to mobile data or a SIM card. So if you're in a hotel or a cafe or a bar, you can simply ask, excuse me, what's the Wi-Fi password? Number 6, simply thank you. Like at the beginning of a sentence, it's polite to say, excuse me. You should usually say thank you at the end of a sentence, especially if someone has done something to help you. Even if it's a small thing, remember to say thank you. Number 5, could you speak more slowly, please? This can be used when you don't understand what someone has said. Native English speakers usually speak quite fast. So don't be shy and just ask, could you speak more slowly, please? Number 4, can you repeat that, please? As I mentioned before, native English speakers usually speak quite fast. But also, depending on the country you're in, native English speakers can have different accents. An accent is just a different way of speaking the language. So if you run into this problem, just say, can you repeat that, please? Number 3, I don't speak English very well. You can use this phrase at the beginning of a conversation to inform the listener that you're not a native English speaker. This will allow the listener to adjust their speaking. Maybe they can speak more slowly or simply to help communicate with you. So start your conversation with, I don't speak English very well. Number 2, how do I get to? How do I get to an area or a place? This phrase is related to directions. So you may want to study direction phrases before your trip. For example, go straight, turn left, turn right. How do I get to the cafe? How do I get to the museum? Number 1, hello, how are you? You probably already know this phrase, but it's an important one to remember to greet people when you meet them. You could also say, good morning, how are you? Good afternoon, how are you? Good evening, how are you? Hi, how are you? You should also practice to respond to this greeting. That's the end of our video for today. 10 common phrases to use while traveling. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to press the subscribe button. Also, in the description, you can find links to other English learning videos. Thank you. Bye-bye.